Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Cameron Reynolds, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 123. 123, yeah. Joining me as always, Steven Sims.
Yeah, man, I got some fucking.
Fuck is that?
I don't know. There's a shop. There's this new lad that works at the shop, and he's a gamer. And I was responsible for him getting his Xbox Series X. So we started talking. I was like, "Look, you're a gamer." He's like, "Yeah, I am." And I was like, "Which one do you like?" He says, "Mango Loco."
Oh,
It's got a
Oh,
skull on
an
it.
energy drink.
But,
Nice.
but then I found out he, because he's a proper gamer, drinking the Sneak. Taste test.
What does that mean?
Sneak, is that not like a big like streaming like drink thing? Daniel, you know stuff like
not
that.
here.
What is it
No,
over
they
there?
drink
G
game
fuel.
fuel.
Isn't it? G
Yeah,
fuel.
G fuel.
G
Yeah,
Fuel.
that's-
So I think Sneak's a big thing over here. It's the same shit.
They call it sneak.
Yeah, man.
It's odd.
Is that more of powder?
Yeah, he's like
yeah.
Mix it in
Anyway.
there. Oh, okay.
Taste test. He
We're-
said this
we're-
is the best one. So here we go. I don't drink this. It's good. It's good. It's good. Oh yeah, it's good.
Nice looking
No.
can.
They
Sounds good.
Mango.
didn't let it marinate. Oh, it's good.
Yeah. Swish it around in your mouth a little bit, you know? Get in there. Tell me each of the 23 flavors that are packed in there.
That's Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I know. I just assume it's
I
everything.
thought
Also
Pepper,
joining
man.
us,
No, I
Daniel.
would-
Never really.
What's up, gamers?
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Daniel
Please
is
stop.
dying because his AC doesn't work, so have fun watching him sweat this entire episode. But also, who cares about those two? Because joining us, our special guest from Just for Fun Games, Nick. How you doing, Nick?
It's actually just for fun. Now we dropped the games.
Oh, you
Okay.
dropped the games. Okay, just for fun now. Damn, love it.
yeah,
Oh man,
we realized we weren't really talking about games.
You
We were
guys
like,
do
well,
put out like a movie review every other week, so
Yeah, that's why I was like, well, we'll just title it reviews, and if we talk about a game, we'll just talk about the game review. You know,
sure.
so make
sure.
it easier, and hopefully other people can find us.
Okay, awesome. Good update. What reviews you put out recently? Oh,
Uh-oh.
we lost them. Uh-oh.
There he is.
No, we're gonna find out. I'm assuming he's reviewed. What's come out recently? Top Gun.
he's
Top
definitely reviewed
Gun.
Blue Streak.
Definitely reviewed Top Gun.
I'm back.
He's back.
I don't know. I guess Discord wanted to update by itself, but no, we just recently put out the Stranger Things
I was gonna say
season
that.
4 volume 1 review. So can't wait for part 2. I'm be up.
Do you know
at
how
3
many
o'clock again.
episodes that's going
Oh,
to be?
It's
Oh,
just
it's only
two,
2 episodes.
Part
Two
two,
episodes.
just two, yeah.
two
Really?
episodes,
Okay.
6 hours each.
No way.
No, one is
No.
ridiculous.
They are like long. They are both like an
Really
hour
long.
and 45 minutes, though.
The second one's
Yeah,
2.5 hours.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Wow.
I can't wait.
I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
can't
lie, I
either.
struggled to stay awake to that for them episodes. Like, not because it was boring, it was just late. It was just like, oh, we'll start one at 9.
Long episodes. Yeah.
And then, like, before you know it, I gotta go work.
Right.
But no, it's
Yeah,
good shit, man.
we were talking about it on the show a little bit. I love that Strange Things season 4. I thought it was the best one since 1. So
No, I wish we did get a Telltale game for Stranger Things. I would have liked to see that.
Oh, yeah. That would have been cool.
Was that in the works?
Well, they announced it like after season 2, I think.
Yeah,
It was a
and that's
long
when-
time ago.
Yeah, is when
Would've been
Telltale
great.
pretty much went rock bottom, and then
it's funny
you know,
because I was playing. I'm sure we'll talk about it later. I think we all been playing the Corey, and I was thinking when I was playing that, I was like, man, Supermassive should make a Stranger Things game because that'd be awesome.
ooh,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be perfect. Anyways, guys, it's been another very busy week in the world of video games.
The busiest. It's
Yeah,
just
the
week.
busiest week of the year. I guess let's just start here. Like, how are you guys feeling coming off this weekend? Had a whole bunch of showcases, whole bunch of announcements. You guys enjoy it yourselves?
Who
Man.
wants to go first?
Sims, I want you to go first.
I want to go first. But I've been thinking about this for a while now. Like, oh boy. So we had the state of play, and we were like, right, we're off to a good start. We're off to the races. PlayStation delivered, unexpectedly delivered. Like you can say that they didn't. Well, they did. You know, we expected them to. They didn't, but we expected them not to. But they came out swinging. We got the RE4s, we got the Final Fantasy 16s, we all had a good time. And then obviously we was like, right, here we go. A week later, Jeff's there. Jeff's like, listen, boys, I got this. E3, we don't need you no more. I definitely burped then.
Dramatic pause.
That
I
logo.
burped. And Jeff dropped the ball, man. Jeff just he didn't come to play, did he? Like I mean, obviously there's 1,001 factors that games aren't ready, games didn't want to be shown with Jeff, etc. But it's a bit sad. It was boring. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was very boring. Like he didn't even start off strong, did he? Like, what did he start off with? Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, yeah. And
we'd already seen Street Fighter. Here's his character, and I was like, I played him in on the SNES, So I was like, okay, all right. And then we had the Callisto stuff, and that was good. And then Troy Baker was there, and I was like, Troy Baker, good-looking guy, good-looking man. Yeah,
decent.
You skip from the front to the back. Yeah, you look at you.
He's a good-looking man.
He's actually 65. Crazy.
Yeah,
it's still that G Fuel.
Yeah.
Just to cut. Like, obviously, I'll briefly go over. Like, it was all right.
Well, we're gonna go in depth and go over.
Yeah, let's go. But overall, Summer Games Fest. We didn't start very well. Unfortunately, the leaks happened, and they addressed it, and I respect that. I like the fact that they made a bit of a joke out of it, and then Xbox came on, and like Xbox. It was a good showing. Let's face it, here's what's happening in the next 12 months. Okie dokie. Could have told us a couple of days ago, but hey ho, And yeah, it wasn't E3, it wasn't as hyped as we all expected it to be, but I had a good time.
Yeah, I had a better time with a lot of the smaller showcases, actually. That Digital Devolver one was great, and some of the other smaller ones were very cool, yeah. But
Devolver's is also...
as far as Keeley's and Xbox, really, they were okay. Keeley's was obviously worse. And then I thought Xbox's was fine. It just, that 12-month thing, yeah, I really think they should have said that a couple weeks ago. Or when they first announced the whole thing, because that just, as soon as they said that in the beginning of the conference, my hype just immediately went downhill. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, but you guys should have told me that coming into this, because I just immediately lost all my expectations for all their first party stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, they should have set that expectation coming into it and not had me disappointed during the show.
Well, the
I
other
guess
side
to
of
that, go ahead.
I was just saying, but the other side of it, we know what's happening in the next 12 months for Xbox. Maybe every showcase should be the same.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
I was thinking, we get so many showcases and they're going to be at Game Awards and stuff like that. We get so many different things. I don't need a trailer for a game that's coming out 3 years. I don't necessarily need that. It's not doing anything for me right now, So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I don't. Maybe they could have said it, but who cares? For me personally, it doesn't bother me.
What did you think of the weekend overall, though, Daniel?
Overall, I think it was okay. I don't think it was as strong as last year's Summer Games Fest / E3 was also there last year. I think it's pretty clear that every single developer was hurt and is still remained hurt from everything that has happened, and everything has been delayed, and everything will be delayed. I think we're going to get delays all the way through next year too. I don't think we're probably going to actually recover. Looking at it now, probably until 2024 is probably when we might get back to normal in terms of games. And I think this show really showed it. I don't think it's Jeff's fault necessarily that his show was a little weaker. I think that no one had anything to give him. He got what he got. He got a new character for Street Fighter, which is cool. I mean, we know Guile was probably going to be in the game, but he got that at least. He got a big thing for Callisto Protocol. That's probably one of his bigger things. He got a huge demo of that, but not a lot of people had a lot to show, and I guess it just hurt.
What a space.
Nick, how'd you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, Summer's Game Fest, Snooze Fest, like y'all said. And what sucks is most of the stuff they showed we had already seen days prior before this. You know, Callisto Protocol was pretty much shown at the State of Play. Call of Duty, we've been known of this stuff. Call of Duty is going to be Call of Duty. There's nothing really fancy new to it. But the Xbox side of things, the 12-month, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I need to know what I can look forward to the rest of the year. Like, have me a reason to go out for the holidays to buy this console besides Game Pass. We already know Game Pass is the most, whatever their slogan is, the most valued thing in gaming these days. Just like I just picked up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today. Played for a couple hours. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't have to pay $20 like I do on PlayStation, but what besides Starfield and Hellblade, I need to know what can I look forward to this year to keep me on the Xbox Microsoft side.
Definitely. All right, cool. Let's we'll start with Summer Games Fest then.
Sims, is the stream still going? Keep going though.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep
I don't
going.
see why not. Oh, what's happening?
It's not going for me.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'm just gonna read off what happened, and then if we have anything like that we actually want to say about this thing, feel free to talk. Or if I skip over anything that you
You want
guys
to go through the whole show, or you just want to talk
Yeah,
about each showcase?
Well, I mean, there's a couple things I'd like to shout out from each
Okay.
specific show, definitely. But
Sure.
yeah, we don't have to do the whole show.
Okay.
But the way they got it laid out here on this recap, where am I? Destructoid. They have everything listed off, so I'm just gonna list off things, and if we want to talk about it, feel free. So yeah, like we said, they started off with Street Fighter 6, got the new character. The next up was that Aliens game, The Dark Descent, where we got that cool CG trailer. That looked cool to you guys?
I love Aliens. I wish there was just more gameplay.
Yeah, this was the one where like they showed gameplay, and I was like, oh,
Like 2
Yeah,
seconds.
it's a cool trailer.
Be, like a Diablo or a strategy
That's
game,
what I got.
kind of like Final
Yeah.
Fantasy Tactics or something like that.
I don't think strategy. I got like top-down shooter vibes. That's kind of.
I mean, if it's like what's that? God, is it Alien Nation or is that other one?
Alienation. Yeah.
I think it's Alien Nation that has.
Well,
like,
that's
That's the Housemark game. Like.
Housemark. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like that, I'll be kind of interested in it. But even with the last game they put out, Aliens Firestorm, or not Firestorm, Fireteam.
Fireteam. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't stick with that very long, and I was like,
It's all right.
Quick hour here and there with a buddy, and then it kind of fell off.
Cool.
I got-
Next up, then we got that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I
Sims.
just said I got RTS vibes, like from that quick. I think we had a quick 10-second like game thing.
It was less than that.
Yeah,
It was less.
even because that kind of just said oh, and I was like, oh, it's one of them.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a cool first-person shooter or something like that, and I was like, oh, okay, dope. But then nah.
If you're looking for a first-person shooter, you got to look at Rebellion to do that.
Yeah. Is that a new game?
No,
that's the
company,
studio.
company.
Oh, that's the studio. Oh, okay, gotcha.
They're the
gotcha.
ones making the like first-person Alien versus Predator games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been looking for a follow-up to that one Alien game that came out last gen.
Yeah, that's the elite. We
you're
talked
talking
Sniper
about
Elite. That's Sniper Elite team. That's
I think
Rebellion.
I think you're talking about Isolation.
Talking
right?
about the scary one, yeah, Isolation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
don't
I'm
know
talking
how-
about Rebellion. Rebellion. That's they do Sniper Elite.
Okay. Cool. Well, whatever. We look. forward to
Isolation
more.
would be cool. I like getting a sequel to like more horror. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting.
I mean, granted, look at the slate of games coming out in the next few years. Don't we have enough horror games already? You got
Sci-fi
Resident
horror.
Evil
Yeah.
4,
No,
Dead
we could
Space
always use
Remake,
more.
Callisto Protocol. I mean, I'm like, well, I got a lot to play now, so
Yeah.
I feel like the game companies are more targeting. It's like, yo, people love to stream these horror games. Let's keep these out
Yeah.
because people
Word.
love to
That's how you make money.
stream.
Anyway, speaking of sci-fi horror, we got an extended look at gameplay for the Callisto Protocol. Still coming out later this year, December 2nd, I believe was the date.
Yes.
Look very
Yeah,
good still. This is probably my most
gonna eat.
anticipated game for the rest of this year, honestly, when I'm thinking about it, unless God of War is coming out. But
One of
yeah,
them for sure.
It's definitely up there for me. And yeah, it looks fucking awesome. How brutal was like the ending of that trailer when his head got bitten off? It's fucking nasty.
It's when he went into
Yeah.
that fan, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not good. And he was
That's
like,
not what you want.
this is not. Oh, this is. It was good, man. It looks
What
good.
about he got his head bit off that one scene.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Remember
It's
that?
not, it's not how you want to. It's not what
it's
you
not
want.
how you want to start your day, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
This is going to eat Dead Space's lunch.
Yeah,
think?
you
I
think
think
so?
that's why they're trying to get it out quicker. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
do you think it's
Yeah,
coming out in
uh,
December?
We'll see. I mean, they're gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the question.
I think it's coming out in December, and it's going to have issues because even in that trailer, it had a few technical issues, which is kind of a theme.
Yeah.
Just be prepared for glitches, bugs here and there, and day one patches and stuff.
Everyone's struggling right now. Any game that's
Yeah.
coming out is going to have technical issues right now.
I don't mind a few
And it's
bugs
just-
here and there as long as it's like patched up quite
No,
quick.
it was framing. It was frame rate issue during that trailer.
But how
I'll
old was
say,
that build though as well?
Don't know.
No,
They have time.
I would
There's a
hope
few
they
more months,
delay it
right?
in that case, if I'm being honest, because like I don't think they need to get out before Dead Space. You know, like I think this game could come out next March and be fine. Like obviously, it's gonna be compared to that Dead Space remake, no matter what. So it doesn't really matter if you come out
Well,
before
I
or
believe
after it.
Callisto Protocol was announced way before the Dead Space remake, so
It
they've
definitely
been working
was,
on
yeah.
this for quite some time. So, who knows?
So,
I'm
we will see.
more into this than the Dead Space remake now.
Yeah.
So I'm
Definitely.
what's Dead Space? You know, but
It's dead. That's what it is.
Next up,
Keep
they
going.
showed a Flashback is making a return to PC with a sequel. I forget.
Yeah, I
this
think
one
we
entirely.
had this announcement before. I think.
Oh, did we? Okay.
I think so, or at least like just like the flashback was coming back.
Sure. After that, then we got another trailer for Witchfire, which was a game that's been long forgotten about. And,
Yeah.
yeah, made its return here.
It was years ago.
Years ago, it was 2017, so it was like 5 years ago at
Yeah.
this point. Yeah, this game. If you remember this was People Can Fly. A bunch of people from that development team came over, and then now they're working at the Astronauts, I believe. And I swear to God, they had like a team up deal with People Can Fly in the beginning of this, to where like People Can Fly was developing the shooting, and then the Astronauts were developing the story side of the game. I don't know if that's
Interesting.
still the case, but I thought this game looked awesome. Very
Mhm.
Doom-like medieval setting thing. I'm into it.
What I first thought, until I kind of saw like I was like, wait, it's first person. Was what is the Dead West, or what was the name of that called? Is it? It's come out this year. It's
Yeah, I
like
know what you mean.
that wild
Evil
Dead
West.
or
Is it Evil
something?
West? That I think that's what it's called.
came out on
yeah,
Game
it's like a
Pass, right?
third person. I don't know if it's coming. No, that's Weird West. Different game.
Oh,
Is that
right.
the one that People Can Fly are actually developing?
I don't think they're developing, but it's like a third person Doom like with co-op, and you have like those type of weapons. I thought that's what it was because it has this very similar aesthetic. It's supposed to come out this year, I think. But yeah, this game looks awesome. We need more Doom likes. Like it is just eating everyone's lunch for first person shooters, and like somebody else has got to try to do something like that. And it looks like they're trying to have a lot of movement and dodging and cool weapons. So I'm excited. It sucks that it's like it's coming early access, and then like maybe it'll come out next year. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, I'll wait for the full release on that.
Yeah, me too.
Nick, you think this game looks cool?
Man, yeah, I mean,
Meh.
I'm not too big into the Doom kind of aesthetics thing. I just played that for God, what's it called? It's the one where you have to get the music with the like getting
Hellsinger.
rhythm,
Hell's,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, I just played that. It's all right, not my jam, but I'll be interested. Like if it's free on Game Pass, right?
That what Witchfire? They haven't said anything about Game Pass. Not yet. Maybe it will.
Then
Maybe.
I'll just wait.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they even said anything about consoles for Witchfire yet. So
Yeah,
it's
that
on the
was only like
PC.
a Steam, right? It was like wishlist
Yeah.
on Steam and stuff like
I'd
that.
imagine they'll wait till the full release for that. So I don't know. Could be a couple years out from that even. Sims, I don't think I'm Witchfire.
No, these things don't sing to me. So I mean,
Don't tickle your fancy.
no, don't tickle my pickle.
Okay.
Don't ever say that again. Keep going.
Okay.
Maybe this will tickle your pickle. A new sci-fi thriller with Troy Baker and Roger Clark called Fort Soils. Yeah,
Soulless,
this looked
I
cool.
think.
Soulless.
Huh?
Soulless,
Souls?
I'm
Oh,
pretty
whatever.
sure.
Soulless, whatever.
When the trailer
I
first
can't read
started,
that.
when the trailer first started, I was like, oh, it's Troy, it's Troy, nah, it's Troy, it's Troy, nah, it's Troy. And then he come on the stage, I was like, I told you, it's Troy.
He's
That's
got
it.
that voice.
He's got his
And then he
voice.
got
The other guy's Arthur from
Yeah,
Red
that's
Dead 2,
Arthur.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice cast
team
there.
up
I
there.
like it. Yeah.
Man, can't wait. Exciting times.
Very
another
curious.
sci-fi
this...
horror game for you. So
Yeah. Just curious what it is. We have one more we're about to mention too. So
yeah, it's gonna be a theme this gen, I think. So
I think so.
forward to that. Next, then we got a game called Routine. Is a creepy-looking Android adventure headed to PC and Xbox.
Was this the Mick Gordon one?
I could
Is
click
this
in.
the one that got announced like forever ago, right? I think
Yeah,
that
been,
this
like,
was
a
in the
decade.
making. Yeah, it was like this game was in the making since like 2012. I think Mick Gordon is doing the music, which is the Doom guy.
Yep, that's it.
He did.
This
Yeah,
game was scored by the legendary musician Mick Gordon.
Dude, this game's gonna be awesome. Come on, Mick Gordon's music. Let's go.
All right, well, the music got Daniel hyped.
Oh yeah, you put Mick Gordon? Are you kidding me? Listen to Doom and don't tell me you're not hyped. Are you kidding me?
Just
Hey, you
Doom's
do get
music
pretty
is
hyped for
dead.
that.
Yeah,
bring that playlist to work, you know. Just
yeah. You're working out like to Doom. Come on.
Next up then was Stormgate, which is a free-to-play RTS from former Blizzard developers.
Yep.
Anything?
Didn't really show much.
Nothing.
They didn't have much to show.
Okay, cool. Next up then, High Water, indie game coming out sometime this year.
Which one was this?
I don't remember this one.
Yeah, I don't remember this one either.
What is it?
Okay.
Remind me.
High Water.
Is that the
Sorry, I
one?
don't have pictures here to describe you what exactly they were.
Is High Water the? Oh, it's the one we on a boat. It looked decent.
Okay, boat. High Water.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Boat game.
Next up,
Yeah,
then we got
it was one
another
of the. It was one of the ones that honestly that looks alright.
Okay.
Okay, looks all right from Sims. Next up, then we got another look at Marvel's Midnight Suns. They showed off some of their villains. Got Venom, some guy
And
that looks
Hulk.
like the bad guy from Justice League, and Hulk, Bad Hulk, Evil Hulk, whatever. You guys,
Yeah. There's Evil Hulk and Evil Venom.
I've
Yeah,
sent
those
you
are that would be like.
Is that High
villains.
Water, by the way?
Okay.
that water.
Don't make sure don't play the music.
It's all muted.
Okay.
Sorry, audio viewers.
Nick,
Video
you into
viewers.
Marvel's Midnight Suns?
Audio viewer?
Nah, man. I'm not actually into that. But I say, what is it? But it's supposed to be like XCOM kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
With cards as
see,
moves.
I'm not into the whole card games.
I'm right there with you.
But like if you bring a Marvel
Don't show me
game,
cards.
well, not to say Marvel's Avengers was any good, but I would expect something kind of like that for this kind of game. So using cards and the way it looks.
Don't
I'm
make me
like,
go get my magic cards. I will go get them right now.
Hey, I respect the game, but that's not for me.
Oh no.
All right, that's fair. That's
I'm
fair.
a lot more interested in the stuff outside of the actual gameplay, like all that stuff where you're like talking to the other Avengers and shit like that looks really cool to me. But then I see the gameplay and I'm like,
I'm still very curious about that, like building up this like place and like talking to everyone. Yeah, I still have a lot of questions about the game, but yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
like, can I just go back to the house and just like hang out with Doctor Strange? Because that sounds cool.
Apparently,
See,
you
I
can
would-
like have relationships and stuff with these heroes, which is cool.
I mean, that's a Marvel dating sim.
Yeah, I wish they
Somewhat.
showed the gameplay for it at the Summerfest so I can ask what I'm getting into. I had to go on like IGN to like see some gameplay footage.
Oh,
of it.
look up some old gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, like I've seen the trailer, like, okay, this is kind of interesting, and then I see the gameplay, like, this isn't not gonna be my
Then Sims, pretty sure Marvel Midnight Sun's not doing much for you, right?
Spider-Man's in it. Nah, so it's a whole different game changer.
No.
Spider-Man's swinging
there you
about.
go.
I'm like, yo, my boy Spidey. What are you saying? He's like, oh,
Voiced by Yuri.
There you go. Look, he was just like, he just swung on the screen. He's like, Steve, I know you weren't interested, but I'm here now. And I'm like, you know what? All right, no worries. Let's play some Marvel. No, in all seriousness, I need to see the game. I know we have seen it, but I need to see it, if that makes sense. Like,
There's
let's
a
have
whole mission. You can see a whole mission online.
I'll have to have a lot in. It's just, I don't
Yeah,
know. I
there's
just
all-
feel
there's
like
like
it's.
20 or 30-minute mission or something.
I'm the man that put Gears Tactics on and went, I could not do the tutorial.
This is going to be different
Yeah,
than Gears Tactics, but it might be a little friendlier than that game.
Well, I mean, you got to think, kids, they see Marvel, they're like, oh, how many kids are actually going to get into this kind of game, That's where I get conflicted because my kid, he'd be like, oh, it's a Marvel game. I'm like, I don't know if this might be.
You might need to play with him.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to play.
Next up, then, I'll just combine these two. Neon White got announced for June 16th release date. It's out now, getting
Out
great
now?
reviews. And then also Tmnt Shredder's Revenge got announced for June 16th release date, out now as well. Also getting great reviews.
Yes, I've been looking forward to these two games for so long, since
thought it
like
was
the end
out
of last year.
tomorrow.
They're both out today?
No, they're both out today. Yeah.
Like
I'm
I said,
so
I was playing
excited.
hours ago.
Yeah, he was already
That's
playing.
awesome.
Oh, yeah, Nick
Yeah,
already
that's
played TMT. But yeah, I'm assuming we're all looking forward to these.
Yeah, I can't
Neon
believe
White-
you guys are gonna play Neon White. Like I was like, this is a game for Daniel. It's
It looks
cards and
great.
there's speed running and cards and a dating sim. That's everything I need. And you two, I'm
Running
like,
in cars.
you guys are like excited for it. I'm like,
I'm
that's cool.
into the
Sure.
first-person platforming perspective of it.
Okay.
The, the cards do throw me off a little bit, so we'll see how much.
Yeah, you have
I
to like
it.
pick them up to do things in the level as
Okay.
like an ability or something.
And then yeah, TMNT looks great as well. Can't wait to jump
Mhm.
into that.
It's one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen.
Next time we got Warhammer 40,000 Dark Side gameplay.
Dark
trailer.
Tide.
Dark Tide. Excuse me.
Mhm.
I was
That game
thinking
looks
of,
awesome.
Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
This
game looks
does
really
look awesome.
fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
This is
very
the-
interesting.
I've
They're
heard
making a first-person shooter.
Well, this is the same developer. I don't know their name. It's the same developer as Vermintide. So it's kind of like a Left 4 Dead type of game, but with like medieval stuff. That was Vermintide, and this
Sure.
is by them. So they know how to make a very fun, competent game. But yeah, they're doing a first-person shooter with like this world, which sounds awesome to me. This game looks so cool. I'm pretty sure this is on Game Pass. So that's awesome. One more time. Did you say a date for that game? Was there a
no,
date
no
there?
date. I thought they did though for like September.
Yeah, I
don't
thought so
see it
too.
Here.
Okay, that's
maybe
okay.
one you could look that up. But yeah,
Okay.
I thought the game looked cool. Sims do anything for you?
No.
That's fair.
Nick?
That's
Nah.
fair.
This is the
That's
problem,
fair.
though, isn't it? This is the problem. Like, it wasn't. I don't think it. I don't know. There's only 4 of us in here, but like, I know a lot of games didn't speak to maybe a lot of people. Like, I don't know. It just.
I mean, games are just getting bigger, or like bigger audience. Like, not every game's going to be for everyone. That's just what it is.
Next up, a game called Humankind coming to Game Pass and other consoles.
This came
new
out last
DLC
year.
Out for it. Yeah, this came out last year. Okay, and there's
Yeah.
new DLC for it out now.
Yeah,
Nothing for anyone.
looks cool.
Who
I'm
had-
not really into like the Civ games, but yeah, it seems like a cool game. What were you
What
gonna
about the
say?
sirens?
don't know.
Sirens. I heard sirens.
Oh, that's
I did
probably
too.
my end. I just heard sirens.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
like,
well-
you missed the opportunity to say sirens on my end. 'Cause
Yeah,
I live in a
heard it.
decent neighborhood, so I don't get no police.
Listen, if you're listening to this
Connor
while you're
in
driving
the
a car,
ghetto.
you have problems. All right, continuing on then, we got a look at Saints Row and their character creator thing. This was a very
Yeah.
odd thing to put in this show. I
Yeah,
thought, like, why
very
not just
weird.
give me like a gameplay trailer for Saints Row? Okay, but watch this guy make a creator in Saints Row. That's great. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's in this chat. If that's Abram or Tucker, you can tell me. Sega just needs to keep making Yakuza games. That's pretty much all they need to make. Yakuza, and then have Alice make RPGs. That's all they
Yeah.
need to make.
Cancel
Give me
all
Yakuza
upcoming
games.
Sonic games.
No Sonic. No more Sonic. Stop making Sonic. Make Yakuza bigger. Okay.
Make a Sonic game, but don't make Sonic Frontiers anymore. I'm into
Oh,
that.
How about we replace Sonic with Kiryu, and we just make Kiryu do all this stuff?
Just make a Yakuza game then. Just,
Yeah. Just give me
That's all you're
Yakuza.
asking for. What, Nick? You think Sonic Frontiers looks good?
I mean, I'm interested.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's not getting the greatest criticism of it, but you know,
Sure.
I haven't played at a 3D Sonic game since Adventure, so I'm like, I'm pulling Greg Miller and like, yeah, old school Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles were my jam, but the 3D ones I didn't really care for because I know they were shit. But I don't know, maybe I'll check this one out and hopefully it'll be good and y'all can stop talking my way.
Next up, then, where were we? Gotham Knights got another look at some gameplay, I believe. New trailer for that game coming out. What, October 25th, something like that, or at the end
Somewhere
of
around
October
there.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks okay. Continues to look cool. I still don't know about it. You know, I'm still very much on the fence with this game. Nick, how you feeling with this one?
No, about to say
Nah.
you're looking at another Avengers, man.
Yeah, you could be.
You want another like Batman game? Wait for Suicide Squad. Even though you might not play as Batman or whatever, I feel like that'd be the better DC game to play.
Certainly, that one should continue with the route that Rocksteady has been going with Arkham games, right?
Like you lost me when they said it was only 2-player co-op. I'm like, what? You know?
Yeah.
You show 4 people that I can play as, and you can only give me two people at a time. Oh, nah.
That's a great point. I
Don't
never
know.
even thought of that. Like, why can't you play with 4 other people? You know?
Or how about like just make a single player game?
That'd be cool too.
You know,
just let me play as Batman. God damn it! We all know he's alive. Quit lying to us.
Yes, Batman.
Perfect. Daniel, right there. Maybe Daniel is Batman.
Sweaty.
Have you ever seen me and Batman in the same place at the same time?
No, definitely not.
There you go.
You could be Robert Pattinson. I don't know. No idea.
You've never seen us together?
Sims, real quick. Gotham Knights. You're muted.
You just muted.
I think you muted yourself.
Have we spoke about Goat Simulator 3?
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, Gotham Knights. Yeah. Like, it's co-op in it. Like, so I'm like, oh, I'd love to smash up some bad guys with some friends. I don't know. That's probably the biggest draw. But I mean, I didn't like the last Batman. Do you know what I mean?
Arkham Knight.
I just didn't jive with it.
Arkham Knight's great.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's a great game.
No, I just don't know. I think I was all Batmaned out. I was like, number 1 was sick.
Sure.
Number 2 was like, number 3 was like, ugh.
Oh my god, we'll move on.
But I genuinely, I know that seems like a hot take, but like, I really enjoyed that linearity of Batman Arkham Asylum. Like, it was so good. Of like, go to beat the beat, baby, and then you've done it. And then number 2 was like, oh, let's fly around the city. And I'm like, I don't really want to fly around the city. And then number 3, let's drive around the city. And I'm like, I don't really want to drive around the city.
Driving around the city's fun. It was the tank missions. Driving was fun in the game.
Natalie had a fun time. Okay, if Natalie has a good time, I have a good time.
That's
relationship.
Keep Natalie happy.
Next up, then, was Goat Simulator 3, where he got
this is a load of shit.
Amazing fake out trailer.
The worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never been so angry because I was lying down. I was like, oh, monging out. Like, oh, look at me. I'm enjoying games. And I was like, oh, I'm just sat up, cross-legged. You know, a big fat guy like me, crossing legs, big deal. And it was just, I've never been so angry in my life. I was like, how have you fucked this up? No, it's not a great trailer.
It was a great trailer.
It was shite, man.
So good. I love when he's running and then the first time you see the goat in the background, like knocking a person over, I'm like, let's go, stupid little goats.
I just liked when we were all texting each other in the Discord and we were all like fucking Dead Island. Dead Island 2. And everyone, I feel like everyone was convinced this was Dead Island 2 for a split second. So we saw this fucking goat. And then my favorite thing about this is that there isn't a Goat Simulator 2.
No.
They skipped 2, went straight to 3. Yep. Badass move.
So good.
Has anybody responded to Abram?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Goat Simulator 3. I'm not actually gonna play this. I played a little bit of the first Goat Simulator. It wasn't my cup of tea, but
my kids love it. My little Roxanne, man.
It's such a good game.
She's just making mischief everywhere. She's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna go.
It's so fun.
So Daniel,
physics like make everything better.
Yeah. Do we know if it's coming to Game Pass at all?
I got like about that in here.
Yeah, there's probably
Assuming we're a
probably
bit far
not.
out before those announcements.
Yeah, I definitely played. I really like that first game. I didn't play they did like 2 really big DLCs for that game that I never really played, but I like that first game a lot. So yeah, I would definitely want to check it out. It's just a dumb, stupid, fun game where you just cause chaos.
Nick, you and a goat?
Don't ever say it like that. No, I'm not into ghosts.
Serious
Funny. That was very funny.
I'll check it out just for a quick, fun game. You know,
Yeah.
just for.
I mean, I'll check it out if it's on Game Pass, right?
I mean, it would be
Yeah.
good if the whole game was parody of other games.
They do parody of stuff because there was a Flappy Bird. If you remember Flappy Bird, they had that
Yeah.
in the game, and you could play it through Goat Simulator. You had to like go up to a TV.
Have a middle gear.
Oh my god, he has like a headband.
Next up, Blooper Team announced their next game, Layers of Fears, which is I don't think we know exactly if this
I
is
think
a
I
remake
know
of the
now.
first one or is it this a
I think
reboot?
It's a new one.
It's a new one.
So I
They
think
put an
I
S on the
know.
end.
This is the
I think I
Daniel.
know now. Yes. So what I've gathered from the week that I've had to gather, I think that this is a 1 and 2 combined reimagining of the series and put together. That's why it's S. Because if you notice, I noted that's why I said something like that in the chat when we were talking as we were watching it together. I was like, there is clearly stuff from 1 and 2 in there, and I'm like, they're not going to repurpose that and make a new game. Like that seems weird. But like for them to shove everything together and make one game with everything, and I think they're like adding gameplay stuff because I don't think you could die in the first game. It was just kind of like a walk around
Couldn't
museum
die?
type of. Yeah, I don't think if I remember correctly, I don't think you could die.
Seems
but
very
yeah,
odd for a horror game. That's the whole.
Yeah, well, they're adding new mechanics to the game, so you're gonna get an update, a new gen update as well. So sure, I don't know. That's not what I expected Blooper to show, but it's clear this is what they're
I was
working
gonna
on right
say
now.
this was this one was odd to me because I think we were all expecting the Silent Hill game for Blooper Team with all those rumors going around, but not you're getting another Layers of Fear. Nick, you into these?
No, I'm just like you. I was hoping Blooper Team was working on another Silent Hill, and
Yeah.
we got that leak supposedly of screenshots of the supposedly new Silent Hill, and I guess what Konami's like, yo, take those down.
No, cut that out. We
Yeah.
ain't ready.
like we ain't ready to show that yet. So I mean, I'm always hopeful for a Silent Hill game. I don't care if it's a remake, reboot, whatever it is. Just give me another Silent Hill. Stop having me on this path of all these T's, and I'm still playing my PT demo, hoping for a Silent Hill from Kojima. That's never going to happen.
No, that's not gonna happen.
You keep playing the PC demo long enough, it feels like a full game. So
if you remember,
new people.
if you remember, Konami was going to be at the E3 Game Fest last year. They were like, oh, we're not going to go. But they were like I don't remember if they were going to be at Keeley's or at E3, but they were going to be at last year's.
I thought they were doing their own, weren't they?
They might have had like their own, but in the same week or whatever. But like they just didn't show up, and then they still have yet to do anything. So I'm not sure what they're doing or when they're going to show anything. So who knows? But
I wonder if they're just building a catalog to eventually have their own showcase.
Have
and show off a bunch
yeah.
of stuff at once. Yeah,
Could be.
That'd be cool. I mean, that'd be the hope, right?
Yeah, they could be doing like more collections and stuff like that. Have like a little event.
All right, cool. Then the last thing they showed, Neil Druckmann came out. We got a couple different things out of him. Little piece of news. First off, I know we talked about it a little bit last week, but then we finally got the trailer for The Last of Us Part 1, the remake for The Last of Us, coming out September 2nd. What are you guys feeling? Internet's on fire about this one.
I mean, the internet's just on fire.
The real burning question is Nick, are you into goats? I mean, chuckling at that.
You keep taking shots of that fireball, you'll get more and more into goats.
Oh my god.
Oh man, Last of Us remake. I'm at the point when it was rumored about it, I wasn't into it. I was like, it's too early for a remake for that game. But once you see it, I'm more into getting it, which I already pre-ordered it from PlayStation Direct.
Oh, there you go.
So I mean, I'm 100% committed to it. Yeah, I would like to see like even the first game to me. I don't think it was a perfect game. I like part two more than I do. So having the basically same gameplay mechanics from part two and part one, I'm down for it. Now, granted, Games Fest would have been probably a little bit better if this hadn't leaked before the show
See,
started.
I don't know if it would have, to be honest. I don't know if that really made that much of a difference. You know, like it kind of it wouldn't have popped. Like
It would
wouldn't
have
have
been
been
all right.
anything.
Be like, oh, okay, that's coming. Okay, at
Yeah,
least you
yeah.
kind
I
of
don't know if it would have
leave the
changed too
show
much.
out with a banger.
I do find
Yeah.
this weird that this was your like one last thing banner thing. Like this wasn't it's a remake of a game that's only 10 years old. Like that's not gonna get people super hyped like a new game would.
Yeah, yeah, and I do want to mention it mixed in there. I don't know if you were going to talk about anything else he said, but I do want to throw out like I guess Last of Us Part 2 did 10 million as of earlier this year, which is great for that game. Lower than I expected. I don't like 10 million. I would like to know what that first one did, but I assume it's much more than that.
You got to
First
assume
one's a little
though.
over 20 with the remastered and the first one on
Okay.
PS3 combined.
Yeah, I really thought that especially at the height that PS4 was right there at the end, I assumed that Last of Us 2 would do so much more.
No,
10
I think the thing with Last of Us is like there's such a like a hardcore vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like it's a brutal game, you know, and like you're not gonna buy that for your kid. You know
That's
what
it.
I mean?
I was just about to say that kids aren't looking at this on the store shelf going, "Oh, mum, can I get this game?" It just doesn't scream.
Yeah.
Kids video.
Plus,
like
with all the
kids
backlash the
going,
last one got, like there's people that straight up just won't buy it because there's a gay character in the game and stuff like that. You know, like yeah, there's a lot of reasons people don't pick up The Last of Us.
Sure.
I know more people that haven't played it than have played it. That really stresses me
Compared
out.
to like the first one.
Any of them.
Is that what
I'm
you
just
mean?
like, oh, you played Last of Us. Oh no, I've not played it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why? Like, and then they play God of War. It's it's just like
Maybe when it comes to PC, you'll get more people.
I hope 100%, yeah, but like maybe it's that first like 15 minutes that just bums people out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
maybe.
some people can just turn it off.
I can agree with you on that because my brother, he doesn't like the game. He doesn't like the way it plays. He's not waiting, hours and hours just to get to one story beat. So at this point, I'm like, well, just wait for the show to come out.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a faithful adaptation. We don't know yet.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't
I could give it high praise. It's probably better than the Halo show.
know. Probably.
Yeah,
Thank
last
you.
thing with The Last of Us remake. I mean, I just with the multiplayer now being taken out, I get the DLCs added in, but this should not cost $70. It's
No
definitely
way.
priced for
It's
this.
too expensive.
Yeah, and like I know this is the big backlash it's getting on the internet. I guess I just expected it because if you've been playing
Oh, me
Nintendo
too.
and PlayStation at all, you knew they were going to charge 70 for this, and it's just now coming as a shock to like the rest of the internet. But I did expect them to charge 70 like the whole time. But nonetheless, I'm pretty excited to go back and play this game. I'm excited to go get the platinum. I've already pre-ordered it as well. But yeah, it's a pointless remake. They didn't need to do this.
Yeah.
In such a short time. It hasn't even
The
been
more
10
I
years.
see these screenshots, like I don't. Maybe it's just me. I don't like the new direction of what they look. I posted one a couple days ago of Tess. So they showed it of Tess. I do not like how Tess looks compared to.
Yeah,
what
that is
like.
that's a drastic change, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
she doesn't even look like the
Spider-Man
same
levels
character.
of change.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the same game. If they would have just updated it and then charged $30, okay. But it really seems like they're getting in there. I mean, Joel looks very different. Ellie, I think, looks a little different, but we still got like a lot of.
Well,
the
Joel and
essence
Ellie look exactly like their Last of Us Part 2 models,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you could tell that's what they're doing. I think with Tess and Joel, they both look older, and I'm thinking they wanted to age them up a little bit to what their age was actually supposed to look like in that game. So I'm assuming that's the direction they want to go with. I don't mind that at all. I mean, you could have changed the characters entirely. I don't think that really affects the story or the gameplay.
No, it's just
anything to really do with the game.
It just bothers me a little bit, I guess.
Now,
Sure.
but I say for the so-called multiplayer, I would have, if it was actually bundled with the Last of Us remake, then I could see the $70 price tag. Be like, okay, there you go. You got multiplayer that's bigger than the original game.
Yeah, or at least bundle part 2 with it or something. Make a package.
Or unless they're trying to do like this multiplayer is going to be free with PlayStation Plus Extra or something like that. You
Yeah,
never know.
yeah. You could. They might be doing something like that, but I don't know. Sony,
Well,
we haven't really seen them do free to play stuff yet, so I'm not sure.
Speaking of the multiplayer, they did then announce that Naughty Dog is working on a multiplayer Last of Us something. We don't know exactly what it is yet. We got a concept art image of it. They said they're going to talk about it more next year. Sims, I know you're very excited for Last of Us multiplayer something. How you feeling?
Yeah, but I was like, ooh, another like sit up moment. Oh, here we go, fucking yes, let's get in. It's a shame that it's not out now. It's a shame it's not. No, we didn't see much, but I think the direction they're going. I think it's gonna be like an open world city survivalist division type thing, and like I'm all about that.
Kind of like DayZ, maybe.
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
So yeah, man. Take your time. Like this is gonna be a big Naughty Dog game, and hopefully them going into like a multiplayer setting, isn't as much as a risk and doesn't affect their storytelling.
Yeah, I'm curious what they said. There's going to be a story in that game, so I'm curious exactly what that's going to be
See,
about.
that's just what I want, is just the story part. I don't really want this multiplayer thing. And like, if this is really what their next game is, right? Like they just did this remake or whatever. And now if this is their next game, is that all that they're going to be working on for this long? Like, I want Naughty Dog doing something else, Like, I want a Last of Us Part 3, but like, man, like I really do not want them working on this.
I feel like it's too soon for Last of
Make it
Us.
something else first. Like they did Uncharted 4 in between. Like, make something else and then come back. Like, I just don't need them only to be a Last of Us studio,
I just feel like they need a break from Last of Us and Uncharted and just do
Yeah.
something totally new. Just,
Me too.
Like throw a new IP out there.
Reboot Jack. I don't know. Something.
Oh,
Do not reboot Jack.
I don't know.
Don't
Do
say
something.
that.
I'm just throwing it out there. Do something.
I just couldn't see Naughty Dog making a 3D platformer. No, I hear you. Obviously, I'm not the multiplayer guy either, so the Last of Us multiplayer thing, it's going to be take it or leave it when it comes, who knows how much I'm going to like it. I really don't know. I don't have any expectations for that. Yeah, it is a little bit unfortunate that they're working on this multiplayer thing. I would hope they can get it out next year, maybe fall next year. I would hope they can just get that out and move on. Because then after the last thing that was announced, Keighley kept poking at Druckmann a little bit, and then he did get him to say that Druckmann is also directing a new game, but it's really far out. So we don't know what that is. I would hope, like you guys were saying, it is a new IP, something like that. I feel like Last of Us Part 3, you push that a little bit, maybe towards the tail end of this console gen. Do it then, if that's even possible. But yeah.
He was also poking at PlayStation, Druckmann himself. Like, I did not expect him to say that.
What did he
He's
say?
just like, yeah, he was basically like, when he mentioned
if someone wants to leak it.
Somebody wants to leak it, go ahead. And then he left. I was like, okay, Druckmann just kind of, he's
Someone
not
leak
feeling it. Yeah.
But what are you guys hoping for that new thing from Neil Druckmann?
New IP.
Yeah.
That's what I want. YouTube.
Seems like he's really busy on the show.
Yeah.
With him directing an episode and stuff.
You assume Craig Mazin's probably the main director.
Definitely.
I would. But
it sounds like he only directed one episode. Druckmann.
Yeah, it sounded like he did the one and then maybe producing. So who knows how like pure involved he is with everything.
Yeah, don't forget Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson are part of the show too.
Yeah, they're
gonna be characters.
Yeah, I wonder who they're playing.
What was that dude's name that was like kidnapped Ellie?
David.
I feel like Troy Baker would play good.
I could see that. Yeah,
Troy being David, that'd be cool.
Nolan North voiced David in that game, so yeah, I wonder if they'll kind of do that. I wonder who Ashley would play then. I don't know. I was thinking maybe they try to replace him with
Well, they
what are the kids' names that when the kid gets bit?
You talking about Sam? Was one of them Sam?
But now that I'm thinking about it, I suppose Ashley Johnson's a bit too old to play a kid that age. So
I mean, it could be. We could do Jen for what's it? The one that helped him.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Sam and the brother.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the other guy. The other guy was
Bill?
helping him get out. Yeah, Bill.
Oh, no, Bill, we have the casting for.
Yeah, Bill is that's Nick Offerman.
Yeah, it's fucking
Swanson.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
It's so good.
All the bacon and eggs you had.
Yes. So good.
But then, yeah, that was Keighley's Summer Games Fest. It was, yeah, and now that we went through it, it was okay overall. It just wasn't. There's no like super hype moment from that whole thing. I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, cool. We're gonna move on to Xbox now. Nick, how long you got here?
You got me for about another 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
I am currently fighting children to go to bed, so I'm here and not.
It's okay. That's fine.
I mean, they're playing Roblox apparently.
They are playing Roblox.
We will now move on to Sunday, in which we got Xbox Showcase
Yeah.
kicking off here. We got some Redfall gameplay.
Sorry, let's just
look
go
at
back
this.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like the Devolver Digital, like there was like some sick ass games there. They're quick. There was that.
We'll go over it.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
No, we'll get there.
I'll just
Slow
go
down,
Connor. Oh, sorry.
You'll be here.
You're just interrupting. We'll get there.
All right.
All right. First,
hot
we
stuff.
got Redfall gameplay. How do we feel about Redfall? I think it looks sick. It looks pretty cool. I like the gameplay. I like the art style. I just don't like that it's a multiplayer game. But they keep saying that you can play it by yourself in a single player.
Play by
fashion.
yourself.
So that sounds cool.
You could have multiple people, heroes. You can have 4 of the same hero. So I'm getting very Borderlands vibes. I know people. I kept hearing Left 4 Dead. This game is not going to be Left 4 Dead.
No, not Left 4 Dead.
This is an open world game.
Yeah.
Open world is with powers. This is way more like Deathloop meets Borderlands, basically. Which sounds awesome. Like with Arcane's gameplay, come on, this game's gonna be so fun.
It just looks like an Arcane game.
Yeah,
that's the best part. I was like looking at it, I was like, oh my god, it just looks like Dishonored, Deathloop. And like I'm not keen on the enemies. That's probably the way I only like.
You're not a vampire guy?
Yeah, I'm not about vampires. Like, I've had too many vampires, like big ladies in my life. No, I'm not about that anymore.
Maybe she's in the game.
And hopefully not. But no, this is as soon as I
looked, had to get that tattoo.
It looks ridiculously like Arcane, and like good for them. Hopefully,
the next thing for the game, I want breakdown of the powers and the characters, kind of like Borderlands will do. Like, give me like a nice breakdown. Like, all right, what does she do? One has like one of them has a little like robot. One's a sniper person. One's a whatever. One's like has barriers with magic. Like, let me break down those powers and what the abilities are and what kind of builds I can make. That would be the next thing I want for the game.
Definitely. I think the game looked pretty far along too, so I would expect it like January, February next year.
It's supposed to be this year.
Pretty early.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You assume this is before. It is. It was supposed to come out this year though. Yeah. You assume that this is before Starfield, right? You assume.
Yeah, definitely.
Nick, this look cool to you?
Yeah.
It's interesting to me. I mean, I'll give it a shot. It's Game Pass day one, so yeah, why not give it a shot?
Yeah.
Everybody wave.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with how good this looked.
Rare appearance from the 9-year-old from her she's retired for Fortnite for the night.
She retired?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just for the night.
Okay. God.
That's what the English people say.
We gotta get that money from somewhere, Sims. Next up, then. Hollow Knight Silksong was shown off. Got a gameplay trailer. No official release. Did get confirmation that it's coming day one on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm. And it's coming out. Everything. Well, we should say it again. Everything that's here is from June to June, the next 12 months. So that means Hollow Knight. It doesn't have a date, but it will probably be
early next year. Right?
I'm gonna throw out like March, April. That's what I'd probably say.
But it's coming out the first Hollow Knight.
I've only played like a little bit. I do want to try to beat that game.
Well, I get it now. It's on that new PlayStation Plus. So.
It's on Game Pass as well. The first one.
I'm about to say I want my trophies.
Okay. I want to say how crazy it is that Xbox got this game. That it was first showed at a Nintendo Direct. It wasn't at like the State of Play thing. They just made a deal with them, I guess. It's pretty interesting that they were the ones to get the trailer. People have been asking for this game forever.
Very good get for Game Pass, right? This game.
Yeah.
I thought this was the DLC to the first Hollow Knight, so I didn't realize it was a full game.
It started as...
Oh,
it did start as DLC. She was a character in the first game or something, and she was going to get a DLC. And then it became too much of a game, and then they just made a new game.
Okay, cool.
That's
how it always starts. No, he just said that's how it always starts.
Sure. Next up, then. New game called High on Life, coming out sometime in October this year. It's a first-person shooter where the guns talk to you. I thought this was one of my highlights of the show. I thought this game
so
was
fun.
cool. Yeah, it looked funny as hell. I don't know about the gameplay. We'll have to get our hands on it and play it to see. But I'm interested for sure, and it's coming day one of Game Pass, so I'm definitely gonna check this out.
You telling me Justin Roiland, funny FPS? That's it. I'm playing it.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. Justin Roiland. Like, I want him talking to me through a gun, an alien gun. That's all I want. He's gotten so much use out of his like Morty voice. It's so funny. He does that Morty voice all the time.
Is that just his natural voice?
It somewhat, but it is definitely turned up for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nick. What'd you think?
Oh, Nick.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I mean, Rick and Morty, first person shooter. Hell yeah, I'm in for that. You know, I miss all those good comedy games. So hopefully this one is gonna have me laughing throughout the whole thing.
It really seems like
We haven't
Obsidian.
good enough.
It's like Obsidian, and like there's a few others, but like there's not a lot of games that are just funny. Yeah.
No, definitely not. I mean, Guardians last year and stuff, but yeah, few and far between the comedy games.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't like super funny, but
Not a pure comedy. Yeah.
there were points. Next up, then, Riot Games came out with a big catalog coming to Game Pass and PC. With you get a bunch of stuff for League of Legends and Valorant and whatnot. Daniel,
Yeah, and mobile. I think all this, a lot of those are coming to mobile as well. Yeah, I've been waiting for Valorant to come to consoles. I thought that this would be it. Like when they were going to show where it was going to go on Game Pass, I thought that maybe Valorant. I know, I was like, maybe Valorant Game Pass consoles, and like it just didn't give it to me. But this is a great deal for them. If you get like all of the characters for League, if you just play it on Game Pass, and I think that's a big deal. I think you get a lot of the stuff for Valorant as well. And I think their card game, I think you get a bunch of stuff too. So this is a good get for them for PC. Like it'll probably up the player count for who has Game Pass.
Oh yeah.
all right, cool. Riot Games, there you go. Getting some new cool stuff over there. Next up, then we got a trailer for Plague Tale Requiem. Still no release date on this one, but it's coming day one of Game Pass. It's supposed to still be this year, so
Yeah, still this year.
fingers crossed that they're gonna hit that.
I'm assuming
Sims is in
December.
here.
Yeah, I think me and Sims are the big fans here for that game.
I like the
But
first one. I like
okay.
I did not. I don't fuck with rats.
Oh, oh there
he's come running. He came running. I think I'm gonna say December because I think if I remember correctly, it was December 2019 was the first game. So I think this would probably be like a early.
This seemed like a
December
really early. I can't remember. Let's have a look at that one. But no,
It was like August.
in all, and I'm not bullshitting either. It was. It's. I don't know. Let's have a look. What's it called? I always forget the name. Plague Tale.
Plague Tale Requiem.
What was the first one called? Plague Tale.
Plague Tale Innocence.
Innocence.
Called Innocent Sims.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I got you.
May 2019. May.
May. Okay.
No, but in all seriousness, like this is my most highly anticipated game of like this year. Like, I am so excited.
I don't believe this. This can't be right. They said June 23rd.
So no. So what's happening?
What are you seeing that from?
From Push Square. Release date. Oh no, that's the. I guess that's the stream they're doing.
Yeah, they're doing a stream on the 23rd to announce the release date. Because someone on Facebook did this. So he's like, the game was out on the 23rd, and I was like, that can't be right.
That's way too early.
Yeah, and I was like, I mean, it's not. Dude, it won't be Games Pass, but
Are you thinking like in August then or something?
No, September, July,
End
of September.
Thing then, right?
Or Halloween.
Yeah, October maybe.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, this should be getting more attention. Like people should be paying more attention.
I think it will. I think Xbox will really.
And the story they're going to tell as well. Like I was as soon as it because I'd seen one on one of the other shows earlier in the day or the day before. I think it was like the
Tribeca.
That one. Yeah, it's Tribeca one.
Yeah.
And then this trailer was new, and I was like so intrigued by why is Amicia not want to kill? Like why is what's Amicia? Yeah, he was like, "You got to stop killing people," and she was like, "Kind of need to," type thing. And I was like, "Well," and obviously, if you know what happened in the first game, like you're like, you can fuck people up, mate. Like,
Yeah.
I was just so intrigued. This is like Last of Us levels of like how excited I am. Like, I'm just, this game is incredible. Like, I'm so
Great.
excited. I'm so excited. And when I think, and the way the whole thing went, it was like no dates. And I get it, you know, Mr. Hypocrite here. Oh, Starfield shouldn't have put a date on it. But they should be putting dates on these games. Like,
we talked about, I don't want a date unless you know you're going to hit it. So
I just wish we just got a few dates on this thing. But yeah, no, you should play this game. Everyone should play this game. If you listen to this podcast, Steve says play the game. Okay, Game Pass. That bad.
I can.
Okay, cool. Next up then, Forza Motorsport got shown off a little bit. Coming out spring next year. A little bit weird. I thought that would have been a fall game for sure.
Yeah. I mean, this game looked incredible. Like the graphics were insane.
The needless reflections in the car.
They said it was getting ray tracing and like real time ray.
It was just like you can see the reflection in the car of the other car, and I'm like, I ain't seeing that 130 miles per hour. No one's seeing that. Like, why have you done that? Stop wasting your time.
While going on a straightaway, you know.
It looks good.
Yeah, Forza Motorsport. Not my cup of tea either, but yeah, nonetheless. Of course, they were going to show this off. This will be a big game coming next spring, so someone's looking forward to it. Next up, then, Overwatch 2 got a new trailer, and then early access starts on October 4th this year. Daniel, I know you gotta be excited.
Oh yeah, this was. It's a very mixed thing for me though, because I am in the minority. I do not want this game to be a free-to-play battle pass system. Like,
you know, it is.
That's what this is going to be. I added a few more stuff that they talked about today with this game, and I don't want any of that in my Overwatch, and it seems like it's going to be, and it sucks.
A blog post.
Yeah, I think
stuff like that. I'm like, and what's funny is I'm pretty sure he said there was going to be like not like a campaign but story kind of stuff.
There's like two modes. There's like a PvE mode, and then there's going to be a story mode, but I think those are next year.
Yeah, but ironically, they didn't say that was going to be free unless
Yeah,
further down the line.
It's true.
Unless they pushing this back further along, and just get the PP out there so we can play it, so we can get Overwatch back in the limelight. You know.
Yeah, make it six players again. I don't need these 5 players. Don't know why they decided they want to change that.
Yeah, I'll be curious to check it out when that story mode does eventually come out, whenever the fuck that is. But yeah, the PvP doesn't do anything for me. So
yeah, Overwatch is fun. I think, but you definitely have to have a squad if you're gonna play. Playing by yourself is not the same.
I mean, I'm more into like when they were dropping the like little story cinematic stuff like every couple months, and so I was like, I get to learn more about that character. I'm surprised they ain't made it like a TV series or a movie yet.
Oh yeah, and we got Junker Queen, the new hero they showed off. She looks really cool. I think she's a tank. Yeah, I'm excited.
Be my next tattoo.
Just put it as your like 6-pack. Get her 6-pack.
You mean my keg, sir?
Next, then we got some DLC announcements. I'll just run through these. We got Fallout 76 and the Pit DLC coming September 22nd. Elder Scrolls Online getting a new DLC called High Isle coming June 21st. And then Forza Horizon 5 getting a Hot Wheels DLC coming July 19th.
Yeah, they love to do that deal. Cool. They love to do that deal with.
Have they done that before?
Yeah, it was either Forza Horizon 3 or Horizon. Maybe it was Horizon 4, the last one. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, they've done a deal with them before. It looks so sweet. You just see all these ramps, like it just looks fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I would download that. Just pop in there for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
do some loops and shit. That sounds cool to me. Next up, then we got a new trailer for Ark 2. Just another cinematic trailer for this. No word on release date or anything. Vin Diesel riding a dinosaur.
riding a T-Rex.
Cool. Could always use that.
Crazy.
I would have
Crazy.
liked if they brought Vin Diesel out, just
Oh my god! And they had
Yeah.
like that little T-Rex like suit you can get into, and he was just riding
he's
it.
riding a human being.
Yeah,
He's on the rock's
For the
shoulders inside the dinosaur house.
family. Yeah.
Family. Next up, then we got a new trailer for Scorn coming to Game Pass on October 21st. This game was, I believe, announced at their launch event. Or maybe
Yeah,
not
it
launch
was-
event, whatever. One of the Xbox Series reveal events.
Yeah,
maybe
it was in
like
like
2 years
2020.
ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little while ago now. But this is the alien lookalike thing, first-person shooter. It looks interesting to me. I'll definitely check it out on Game Pass. But here you go, another horror sci-fi game.
Yeah, very phallic.
Yeah, HR Giger for you.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like ripping that thing out of his stomach or whatever. Gross looking game.
Next up, then, got a new game announcement: Minecraft Legends coming out sometime in 2023. Daniel,
Yeah.
it's all you, bud.
It looks cool. I like dungeons. I'm very curious what this game is. Yeah.
They're like
They-
to be
I think
spin-off slightly with Minecraft, huh?
yeah, they like him to do these little games and keep doing them. I think it's really cool to do things with that IP that like is just you could literally do anything with that IP, and I think it'd be work fine. It's just Legos, right? Like literally do anything you want, and I think this is a great game for kids. Get kids into more strategy style games. So yeah, I'll definitely download and try it out.
Nick, you like Minecraft?
Really, but I mean, I appreciate dungeons. I was into that for a little bit. I was like, okay, it's got a little Diablo-esque Minecraft thing going on here. I played for a little bit and I just never picked back up. I know a couple of friends are into Minecraft like that, so I mean, I'm happy for them. They got another Minecraft game coming out for them. So, did we see gameplay for it though?
It was a
kinda
little.
blurred by.
Yeah, I think there were like
Okay.
snippets in that trailer, but not like a full-on gameplay blowout.
Yeah, we'll get that maybe at some point.
Yeah, I'd rather see more hands-on with this before I'd be like, okay.
Next up,
Yeah.
then, we got a trailer for As Dusk Falls coming out July 9th. I thought this was one of the highlights of the show for me as well. Looks cool.
Yeah.
Very narrative-heavy game. Coming to
Yeah,
Game
and there's like
Pass.
co-op that I didn't know about. Like you could play this
Yeah.
like a what are they? A supermassive game where you can like make decisions with each other. I don't know how
Yeah.
it works, but it sounds cool.
Very interesting art style going on in this. So July 9th.
Yeah, it's like
Banner
realism.
Dark Lake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like realism, but then like they kind of drawn on top of them. I'm not sure how they did it. I'd like to know how they did it actually. That'd be cool to know.
But yeah, July 9th. Sounds cool. I'll definitely be checking that out then.
Soon. Yeah.
Next up, then, this one's exciting. Pentiment. Did I pronounce this game right?
Pentiment, yeah.
Pentiment, yeah. Pentiment coming from Obsidian Games, coming out sometime in November. This is the rumored game from Obsidian, the rumored smaller game that I know me and Danny have been talking about a while.
The Josh Sawyer one.
Yeah, they dropped this trailer, and I hated the art style initially. I still kind of do.
Really?
Yeah, I
Hated it?
Oh, dude, when they were showing this, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then the Obsidian logo popped up, and I was like, oh, that's what this is. And I was like, oh, man, I hate the art style. I actually hate the time period as well. But nonetheless,
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like that time period. It's like everything about this game I'm not into, but like I can't wait to play it because it is Obsidian RPG, and I'm like looking forward to that. But yeah, the time period, the art style did not do it for me. But nonetheless, I think Daniel said it earlier, like it's going to be all about the story, and yeah, it is going to be all about the story for this.
No
Maybe
combat,
the art
right?
style, yeah, no combat. So maybe the art style will grow on me over time. But
Yeah, I watched the
initial
trailer a
reaction
second
for
time.
me, I did not enjoy.
That second watch of it like helped. Like when I first watched, I was like, okay, that's not what I was expecting. But I mean, I like that it's like it's like a book. He's reading there's like I don't know if there's going to be some
I think
meta.
initially
Maybe
it just came off to me as like one of those games you play on the computer on like cartoonnetwork.com or something. I was like, oh god, this looks awful.
It was really weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
liked I when I, like I was saying when I watched it the second time, I was like, oh, I actually really like this art style. I think I like the drawing look to it, and I don't mind the the time period. I think they could do some cool things because it looks like you're going to be playing over generations of characters' lives. Is kind of the vibe I got. So I'm very curious about it. It's coming out soon too.
I'm sure it's gonna be good, and I'm excited to play it. I just, initial reaction to me was just like, nah, what the fuck? Sims, you into this?
No.
No.
I was just like, this is just not for Steve.
That's fair.
Me and Natalie made a song about it.
You guys made a song about
we
it?
were just taking the piss out. There was a lot of like, we were just making banging tunes. Like,
well, hang on, bud. What's this song? You're gonna have to sing it
we
now.
were just like reading the subtitles, like, and then to a tune. I can't ever like verbatim it ever again.
I like the idea that Sims and Natalie were just sitting there and they saw this trailer and they were like, "Hey, you want to write a song?"
Honestly, like even the
Sims
next video
pulls out the acoustic guitar. Like, you ready, Nat?
me. No,
oh my god.
yeah. We just like to have a bit of fun like that. Even the next one. I don't know what's on your list. What's on your list next?
He's going in order.
Let me look. This one is next up is Grounded.
Mm-hmm. Well, not this one then.
Okay.
But no, yeah. This
quick, but Nick, Pentiment, you into this? Oh, sorry, Sims.
No, go.
I'm like, shit looks weird, but I'll check it out.
Shit look weird.
I'll check it out. I bet it's gonna be like one of the best reviewed games of this year. Like I would bet with this writing team that's going on there, and Obsidian always knocks it out of the park.
At the end of the day, does it matter the way it looks?
Right. It doesn't.
Play is good. You know, it has good gameplay, good story beats, and stuff like that. It's a good game.
I think the gameplay is going to be so minor in this that you won't even like really think about it. I think it's just mostly going to be a narrative experience, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's supposed to have a lot of heavy RPG elements, so I don't know. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to learn more about it.
I think there's like a time mechanic in the game too.
Sure, that sounds cool. Next up then was Grounded. They showed off their 1.0 version of the game, coming out September this year. Danielle, I know you liked this game when it came out.
Yeah, I mean that was I think in 2020. But I think we put like 40 hours. We didn't play any of the updates that they did. Yeah, there was like 3 of us. We never continued it. I'm not really like too big into survival games, and I won't play it by myself. So it's cool that this game. Yeah, we played a lot.
Wow.
And I didn't really even talk about it on the show too much that year. It seems cool. I like the game, and it's nice that games like this can't exist, you know. And it's like a kid-friendly survival game, you know. We don't really get a lot of that. Usually they're very violent and like just craziness. But
zombies or something.
Gotta get the zombies. We played it not long ago this year, only for like one night with the idea of playing it for a while. It was great, you know, like bugs are everywhere, like yeah, having a great time. We were singing on this one as well, actually.
You made another song.
Yeah,
for
we were
this
singing.
song.
Like,
you gonna put out a fucking album?
What we were singing over the song. I can't remember what we were saying. Just basically just singing to what was happening on screen, and then like Natalie's really into mantises. Like, so we've got pet mantises.
As one does, yeah.
Yeah, we got 10 of them. It's crazy. They're wicked. Okay. Proper cool little things. And we're like, oh, where's the mantis? And as we said, where's the mantis? There's a mantis.
Wow.
And you know they're gonna eat each other, right?
Mantis fuck you up.
Yeah.
Do they all eat each other? That's
mantis
weird.
eat each other.
The female bites off the head of the male.
As he's fucking her. As he's going to town.
Sims. The other way.
Look, man, I'm into some pretty kinky shit, but that's going.
So I've seen a video where the man gets on top of the girl, and he's going to tan, and then she'll just be like, "I'm gonna chew on your head as you're banging," and because like he's still got nerves in his hips, he's still going nearly headless Nick style.
Okay,
headless.
Well,
I did not need to know that. You just made my day a whole lot worse. Thanks for that.
I sent you pictures of the mantis. They're well cool. They're just,
no.
Mantis are cool, man.
They are cool.
On that note,
Diablo 4 got shown off. We got a new.
Nick's gotta go. Nick.
Gotta go, Nick.
Nick, what do you think? A yay or nay to Starfield?
You mean No Man's Skyfield?
Yes.
Oh, don't start with the no man's.
Hey man, I gotta play it first before I can knock it down and everything. I mean, it looks interesting, but I feel like the game's a little bit too ambitious, too big. Is this going to be another cyberpunk situation where this is going to be the next big game to revolutionize gaming? I couldn't even tell you the last game I can think of off the top of my head that revolutionized gaming since probably like 360 years 3 days.
Plague's Tale, Innocent.
Oh God, I don't know about that at all. Maybe
Revolution.
That's when I'm leaving.
Okay, that's what
Nick, thank you very much.
Y'all guys take care, man.
For coming on this show. Okay. All right, bye, Nick. Thanks for coming on. All right. We will continue on then. Diablo 4 is next. We got a new gameplay trailer.
Ooh, baby.
Are we missing something?
Yeah, no. We're probably missing a lot of things. I don't know if this recap site is exactly.
There was this one game where you're like robots and you're like farming.
Yeah.
White Year Frontier, fresh start.
We saw that at a different showcase.
I thought that looked good.
Not this year, but
me and Natalie were singing over it. We were like,
I thought that was like Roblox DLC.
Oh my God, it was like as soon as he was like, we were singing, taking a piss out of it. Like, oh, look at us here, the robot making stuff, farming away. And then it ended, and we were like, we're gonna play that, aren't we? Because it looked well good. I want to be resourcing and then like being in a robot. I don't know. It looked like Stardew Valley on drugs.
Wow, I did not expect anyone to be into that one. Okay.
That's like one of the highlights of the whole week. That's the one game I was like, just stuck out. I was like, I want to be in a robot. It was well cool.
Okay, continuing on with Diablo 4. Daniel, I know you're very excited.
Oh, that game looked awesome. That might have been one of the best things in the whole week. Yeah, to be honest, like, that game showed so great. It looks great. I'm not really like crazy about a necromancer. It seems like a cool class, but I don't know if that's the one I want to play. But yeah, I'm very excited. Coming out within the next 12 months, which I did not expect. I wonder where that's going to release, but yeah, it looks great.
Q1 next year, like everything else.
Yeah. what day is Breath of the Wild releasing? Just put it there.
Same day as this.
Yeah.
This game looked beautiful. Like yeah, this game looked incredible. I was really into this, like the way it looked, the open world. That when they brought that boss out, and it was like there's multiple people that can fight against this one boss, and yeah, it looked really, really good. Like I'm really excited. I'm highly anticipating this game. It was just something that just took me by surprise. I like Diablo 3 fine, and then this one I was just like, what? Wow, look how good it is for a start. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is one of the highlights, definitely.
Yeah.
Chris I'm not a Diablo guy. I tried 3 for a little while. Couldn't get into it. So yeah, I'm not.
Maybe if we play together or something.
Yeah, I'd be down, especially if it's on Game Pass day one. Hopefully that deal goes through by the time this comes out and they get it on there. Then I'd be down to download it and try it out. But yeah, it doesn't really do too much for me.
Speaking briefly of the deal, while we bring it up, like it was like they were almost like playing really well together. Like you were just like, oh,
yeah, Overwatch is here.
Yeah, we was like as soon as Overwatch popped up, I was like, hold on a minute, like what are we communicating now? Are we having nice chats? Are we?
They weren't anywhere else, right?
Yeah, like, see it. Yeah, they were there and they were having a great time, and I was like, oh, we expecting some COD? We expecting some old school COD on the Games Pass?
So Keely got that.
But I mean, not even the new one. Like they could have just, along with the Riot stuff, like boom, here's all the CODs. Like have it now.
That's next year.
Obviously, yeah, 100% next year. Yeah. But like it would have been nice. Like obviously, look, what we're doing. We're seeing each other behind the scenes. We're not exclusive, but we're not keeping it a secret. See how things go. Have some stuff. But then on the other side of things, you go back to what you do a double take. You're like, it's not on Games Pass. Oh no, but it is on the console. Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if they're just, I
don't think they could say
on our
it
show because we're gonna own you soon enough, anyways. It's probably just something like that. I don't know.
It was just nice to see they're getting on. Things are going well over there. Moving. Yeah, it's nice to see couples succeed. People, too many divorces nowadays.
They're not even a couple yet. There's no ring.
Yeah, but they're seeing each other. They know. They're
flirting a little.
It's like your friends.
Going steady.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, whatever the Americans say.
Going steady.
They're just seeing each other. Nothing too serious.
Not yet. They're just, the friends with benefits right now.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you sold me on this. All right. Next up, then, Sea of Thieves Season 7 got announced coming July 21st.
Good trailer. It's a good trailer.
Decent trailer. Love the art style.
Yeah, I love that Sea of Thieves is successful. What a cool game. Who doesn't want to just be a pirate and have your ship and you can like name your ship and customize it now?
Bit weird that you've not been able to name your ship from the start. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're trying to keep expanding and like I think there's
just
some
name
cool
it in your own head though, like
yeah,
got some head can in there. Okay, cool. Next up then, Raven Lock got announced coming in 2023. I don't remember exactly what this one was. Fairy tale inspired action adventure game.
Oh, is that woman with that little ferret thing?
It was a very pixelated game. That was Echo Generation was their last game. If you remember that, it was a very blocky, Stranger Things looking game. I think it came out last year. It has a very similar vibe to this one, or in terms of, I guess, its art direction. Looks cool. I like the style, but I don't really know if I'm going to play it.
Cool. Next up then was Cocoon coming out sometime in 2023. A lot of people from Playdead have formed this studio and are now making this game, which I suppose there's a lot of people from Playdead also making Somerville now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So who is making the next Playdead game? Is my question.
Playdead.
Did they all leave and go make their own studios? Though, is my question. It's just
now Playdead is 3 studios.
Yeah, I just find it funny that there's now 3 studios that are like, hey, we're the creators of Limbo and Inside going on.
Yeah, one of them. I think Somerville was like the art director, and this one's like the gameplay person or something. Okay. Or something like that. So like they're kind of.
Anyways, look very interesting to me. I think they. There was a little weird promotion here because it almost seemed like coming out of it that Playdead was making this game, and like it was kind of hard to tell until I like actually went in and read stuff about it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I think the game looks cool. I'll definitely
very trippy.
Yeah, very trippy. But I love me some good puzzle games, so I'm all for it.
Yes, yeah, puzzle games are great. That'll be Game Pass, so pop and play it.
Except then Wulong Fallen Dynasty coming out sometime next year, early next year, coming to Game Pass as well. This is from Team Ninja, who made Neo, and then they just came off Final Fantasy Origin. So
and they did old Xbox exclusives, the Ninja Gaiden games. That was Team Ninja as well.
There you go.
That's where Phil was talking about their partnership, them kind of doing a little bit of a partnership there with like the game being on Game Pass and stuff. So. It's nice to see, I guess, Team Ninja working with them again. It'd be cool if they get Team Ninja to make another Ninja Gaiden game. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. You guys interested in this one, though?
I need to actually see the gameplay. It seems like it might be a Souls game. Seems interesting. Very Chinese mythology and stuff. I like the shot of the dragon coming out of the fire. The whole city was on fire. That was a really cool shot. Definitely need to see more, but I'm excited.
Interesting setting.
Yeah.
We'll see how this works out early next year. Next up, then. A few new Persona games got announced. Well, not new, but old Persona games coming to Xbox sometime this year, including Persona 5 Royal, Persona 4 Golden, and then Persona 3 Portable. All coming to Game Pass October 21st of this year.
It's starting with Persona, I think, 5 is October 21st.
Or are they not all coming out that day?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're dueling them out, so I'm not sure. Maybe one a month, maybe. I'm not sure. They haven't really said it, I don't think. But let's go. I'm like halfway through Persona 5. Sucks because this is the Royal and it would have been on Game Pass, but whatever. I'm already playing through it. I'm definitely going to play 3 and 4 now. They're coming to Game Pass, so very excited.
Yeah, I don't know how interested I am in going back to 3 and 4. I would like to finish 5 before I go back and play 3 and 4, quite honestly. But that'll probably never happen at this point. Yeah, I don't. I mean, we talked about Persona a lot on the show. I'm not the biggest Persona guy, but excited. I'll probably check these out. They're on Game Pass, so I'm definitely going to download them at some point.
Sure.
It's a shame that we saw it coming.
Wow, you in the same joke every week. It's so good. You need to keep it up. I
got mushroom jokes and I got leak jokes for days. Okay.
Keep it up. Keep up. I love.
But no, I think it just got leaked, didn't it? I think there was a lot of chatter about it. But it was one of those leaks that just no one wanted to believe.
we've been talking about them coming over forever, you know. So
people just didn't want to believe it. But no, it's good for them. Like, this is great news. Like, yeah, I'm really excited. Like, for people, like, I'd love to play it, but I just don't.
Yeah, I think everyone's just disappointed. It seems like the internet's disappointed that it's just not on Switch. I think everyone just wants Persona on Switch to have a handheld version.
You play on your phone now, can't you?
Maybe at some
you
point.
play it on your phone now. Yeah, that cloud.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Stop moaning, internet. Stop it.
Also, will it be on? I wonder if they'll come to Steam now. Then you can play it on your Steam Deck. There you go.
Boom! Look at that.
I want a Steam Deck.
Look at that. Next up, second to last thing they showed. Hideo Kojima was there. He had a little video, and he finally confirmed his game with Xbox. No title or anything like that yet, but yeah, it's confirmed now. He is making an Xbox exclusive game.
Yeah, not Overdose, which maybe we were assuming, but
I mean, maybe it is, right?
We don't know. We don't know. It still could be. You're right. It still could be. Because like they were taking those reports down, so that seems very real. Yeah, it's awesome. You see, Phil got a nice smile out of Phil when he was able to say that. It was really cool to see him. Like, yeah, we got.
I don't want to.
Kojima.
I'm not here to body shame, and I'm a big fat guy, but you know, Phil put on a couple bands. Phil's looking quite happy. Like, I'm not saying nothing bad about him, but it's like, look, my man's got comfortable. Like, I'm happy for him, man. You know what I mean? You eat some cakes on. You giving us Game Pass, you eat all the cake you want. You little pudgy little.
Honestly, like, I think running these different game publishers and stuff, like, I think that's a very stressful job. Like, you don't see people do it for that long, you know? Like, there hasn't been a guy that's like been a president of PlayStation or Nintendo or Xbox for like decades at a time. It's always like 5 years, you know?
Yeah, Phil's been since 2015.
Oh, wait, have you got that straight?
Chris, I mean, he's been there for a while now. You know,
you got one of them. You got one of them. Stream Deck. You wanna come to see Steve? Wanna come let me play?
Are you having a conversation with Chris right now?
Yeah, he's talking about.
Chris says like early impressions are that the Stream Deck is beautiful.
Ooh.
Chris lives there.
Steam Deck is very cool.
I want one so bad. I would happily, if someone said to me, give me all of your toes, Stream Deck. I'd be like, sound. Here's all the toes.
It's Steam Deck.
I just can't say it right.
Stream Deck is that little thing you get and you put
it's with the Elgato.
Yeah.
Good for Hideo
Kojima, Xbox game. Yeah, looking forward to it. I really hope it's a fucking horror game. I've been saying it. Horror game or bust. I'm not playing anything else unless it's a fucking horror game, Hideo. Make a horror game. So
real quick then, what do you think the cloud stuff could be with horror? What would you?
I don't know. I have no. We've talked about this before. I have no idea what that means. Like with the cloud stuff, I don't know what you're doing. It's a cloud game. You're gonna be fighting clouds. Who knows?
Fighting the clouds.
Yeah.
So it is Kojima wanting to take the cloud down. That's
See, I would have loved if he would have just said like it's a horror game or something like that. You know, I'm fine with like no trailer, no like shitty title. Here's the title. Here's a little CGI trailer of the title or whatever. That's fine. You don't got to show me that. But you could have just confirmed to me, hey, it's a third-person horror game or whatever.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to see. Maybe who even knows how long it's been in development. Yeah. He's been working quick, so maybe we'll see something sooner than later. I don't know.
Yeah, I just think this announcement would have got more of a pop-off if we didn't have that letter of intent with Xbox. Was that earlier this year, last year, whenever? I think it definitely...
Grubb's been talking about it, I think, since last year.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like, oh, okay, I knew that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, cool. Looking forward to it.
I mean, it's nice it exists now instead of like it just being reporting, right? Like it is, here it is.
Last thing then, they showed off Starfield, a whole bunch of it. Todd Howard came out, did this whole little thing, bunch of talkie. Got some gameplay,
and some showy.
A bunch of other things. Yeah, he's been doing interviews left and right. IGN got some cool stuff, shit like that. What are we feeling about Starfield?
Chris says in the chat, the game, I quote, the game I've always wanted to make. That's what Todd says.
Todd. But I think that Starfield is true though, because he has said this is a game that he's wanted to really make. So I kind of believe him for that.
I think you can go back to like Fallout 3 like launch period to them talking about to make a sci-fi game, like for real, like 2008. Yeah. So
So you guys all had you guys are on a roll at the moment of like, oh, Steve's asleep. Let's have a conversation. And I wake up and I'm like, oh, I want to talk. And everybody's asleep.
I feel like I wake up to that.
Nah, man.
No,
Yeah, but yeah, you do.
Some days.
Fair
Some
enough.
days.
Like, fair enough. Right. But what this game is just another Bethesda game, and I'm fine with it. Like, I'm excited enough. Like, you said the gunplay looks a bit ropey, and I was like, it looks better than it's ever been.
It's better than it's ever been. It's just my thing with the combat was like it doesn't look as good as Cyberpunk, and that's like the closest thing I could compare this whole game to. You know?
Oh, Chris says Kojima, not Todd. Who are you quoting people, Chris? You gotta tell me who you're quoting.
You fucked up the whole show, Chris.
You fucked up, Chris. Chris, I want you to get in your car, bring your Steam Deck, and leave it here, and then leave.
Yeah, I think with the combat though, I was just more. I don't know. I wasn't. It was what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting the combat to come out and look like fucking Call of Duty or whatever. You know, like a really great first-person shooter. I imagine if it did, right? But you know, with the combat wise, I'm expecting other things to be going on here. Like there's gonna be they're gonna like I've talked about before. Bethesda always has their thing, right? Skyrim, it's the dragon shouts. You know that makes gameplay a little bit different. Fallout, it's VATS, that makes gameplay a little bit different. They gotta have something a little bit different going on with the combat here. I wonder if it's gonna, you know, there's a lot of cool things with like gravity going on here. I wonder if there's gonna be a lot of that. You know, there was a cool slide and like that mechanic would look like going on. That's how
jetpack.
Jetpack,
yeah, little jetpack boost thing that he did,
like that. Yeah,
I wasn't too like disappointed in the shooting and stuff. I think it looked fun. It is exactly what I thought it would be in terms of shooting. Like that's just what it is. I don't expect them to be a competent shooting team. Maybe at some point they could work more with id or something or machine games, you know, and do that. I know that I think what they did Fallout 4, they were getting like ex-Bungie people, if I remember correctly, to do.
They did work with id on Fallout 4 a little bit.
Id as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looked fine combat wise.
The one thing I hated was the XP pop-ups and then the overhead of the enemy's level. Oh, take that out. I am shocked Todd Howard put that in his game, if I'm being honest. Like, he's always talked about that type of shit, and that he's, like, disliked all that type of stuff, and I'm right there on that. Like, I hated that. Let me turn that the fuck off, because that's very annoying.
I mean, there's still, like, another year before it comes out, so maybe they'll add something.
I'm sure there'll be a way to turn it off in the menu. Nonetheless, I really hated that. But what I did really like, the main story sounds fucking awesome. It sounds very interesting.
Seems cool.
Yeah. You join this some group and they're going around collecting alien artifacts, and like I like the idea that you haven't really discovered aliens yet in this universe. That sounds very interesting to me. And obviously, there's like creatures and stuff like that, you know, other life forms that don't come from Earth, and that all sounds very interesting to me.
Actual aliens, yeah,
like actual intelligent aliens and stuff like that. When they feel like get towards the end of the game and you'll meet them or whatever, that'd be very cool. Cities sound cool. I think the thing that's taking everyone back now is there's thousands of planets you can explore and set out outposts and stuff like that. Go with that. I get it, like procedurally generated stuff. It's fine to have in your game if you have all that other handcrafted stuff also in the game. That's fine to me if you want to fill out this whole universe with random planets and stuff like that. As long as you also have the handcrafted giant cities and
there is
stuff we come to expect from Bethesda. Yeah, and there is. So I think it sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm so with you. They're like, I don't care if there's 1,000 planets. That's fine. Like it's not. Unless it hurt, you're muted. Unless it hurts the game, like I don't really see a problem with there being that many planets. Like, well, they could just be, you know, getting resources. Like, I don't think
it did seem to sour it on that note. Even I was like, "Ooh, don't do that, oh no," because I don't know. It just seemed like there's too many planets.
Yeah,
and I mean, he has said it.
Immediately people are making is No Man's Sky, and I get the worry is that like, okay, you're gonna go to these 1,000 planets and there's gonna be like nothing on there, and I'm sure there are gonna be planets with absolutely nothing on there. I mean, there's gonna be thousands of them, so like, yeah, there's gonna be planets with nothing to do. But I just don't think that matters that much when you have the handcrafted planets and quests and stuff like that on top of it.
I mean, if you really getting into this base building stuff, you're gonna need these resources, and this way, I think that's where these planets are gonna come into it.
Make outposts and
he
stuff.
has says like it's like procedure. There is some procedural generation there. He said that in one of the interviews. I mean, it looked fine to me. Like it looked exactly how I thought it would look. Like I wasn't surprised in the slightest. I was like, I expected ship customizations. I didn't expect a team on the ship. I was like,
you expected to customize your ship?
Of course I did. Yeah,
I did it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, travel around to all these planets, first person. You know, go to the same animations with the faces. Like nothing surprised me. It just looked exactly how I expected it. Like I was like, oh, this is exactly what I want. This is exactly what was needed. Like it's just pathetic. It's just a Todd Howard ass game. Like I'm all for it. Love Skyrim. Love Fallout. Make it look a little better, which it does. Gunplay looks better. You know what more can you ask for? Like fair enough. Like to me, they just went too far with and all these planets. There's thousands of them, and then everyone was like, oh, that's not. I feel like half the internet was divided. Everyone had their opinion on that piece of information. So, I mean, but like you said, it's not. You've got to have a story there. They're going to send you to specific planets. There's going to be side quests that send you to different planets. Just like every other game, there's always like 4 big main side missions with like different factions. Choose which side you're going to be on. Like it never, there was the Thieves Guild in Skyrim. Am I right? Thieves Guild and the other guild. Yeah. Then it was the Fallout ones with the big war. So yeah, like. What? Go for it! I can't wait. I'm excited. That's 200 hours of my life that I'll happily spend.
Yeah, I'm excited for all that stuff too. With the building stuff, I am a little surprised they added so much of that in because that's the main thing people hated from Fallout 4, and they're kind of doubling down on that now with Starfield. So I really hope they could get all those mechanics working well and stuff like that.
But how many people didn't like it? To how many people did like it?
I think a lot more people didn't like it than did.
But they obviously
even I will admit. I mean, I platinumed that game. The base building shit.
Yeah, sucked. It sucked ass. But obviously they're plugged into everything that everyone's doing. Every time we load up the game, they're reading what we're doing on it. So obviously their numbers aren't lying to them. People are using this stuff, and they're gonna implement it into this. Like,
I think they just very much like the idea of like, hey, you can create stuff in this world as well.
But having a team on a spaceship,
now it's like you could. Theoretically, if you could go around and build outposts on like all these different planets and stuff like that sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Sounds good, man.
Cool. Starfield. There you go. Looking forward to it sometime next year. When are we thinking
next year? Yeah, I was gonna say I was just gonna say I do want to like talk about where we think it's gonna release. Like I'm assuming May. That's probably what I would say.
Try to hit do like the Corey just did, hit that Friday on the E3 week. It's always hype when you hit that date because everyone's thinking about games, looking at new video games getting announced, and what do you want to do? You want to play a new game, and it'd be cool if Starfield was right there, right?
Yeah. May the 2nd is a Tuesday. Games like to come out on a Tuesday. 2nd of May. Friday. Steve turns 32, and he'll be 33 when he finishes it. Yes, please, Todd.
It's gonna take you a whole year
when he finishes it. All right, cool. Guys, I gotta get going, so I don't know if you guys can continue the show. Then
should we? What should we do? I want to talk about the Quarry, but you gotta go.
Yeah, I do gotta go.
We'll talk about it next week.
Quarry as well. Well, I will just say the Quarry is great thus far. Fucking loved it. Well, I beat it. So
did you finish? Did you ever go back to it, or is it one and done for you?
Yeah, I'm doing a save everyone playthrough right now.
I just can't do it again.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the platinum list, and
it's bullshit.
That's a rough one. Yeah, that's a rough list. I'm probably just gonna save them all and then.
I just watched it all on YouTube.
Yeah, that's a good play.
There's a movie mode. You could have just did.
But you can't fast forward it, can you? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Yeah,
that's like a legit. You're gonna be sitting there for like what 7 hours or whatever. You're watching a 7-hour movie. It's like, that's a bit rough. I understand.
The Quarry though looks great. One of the best looking games I've ever seen in my entire life.
So a little bit of technical issue.
But no, I tell you some technical issues. I'll send you some pictures.
Okay, have fun with those pictures. All right, guys. Sorry about this week's episode. We started a little late, so we didn't get to get what we were playing or even all the news yet. But
it's all Daniel's fault. It's too hot.
It's too hot. Sorry, Daniel.
Hot.
It is hot. I don't know how he looking at that Connor wearing that hat is making me hot.
Oh, it's cold in my room, bud. I got AC. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdgods. Also find us on all audio platforms. Guys, anything else you want to say?
Be happy about games.
Save Daniel, man.
You know, be happy about games. I'm tired of seeing so
No
much
one-
negative.
no
I thought
one
I
likes
was a
people.
negative. I thought I was a negative person, but it's just getting worse. Like, just be. Games are cool.
In all honesty, though, like before, I was only negative about the goat thing. That really annoyed me. As much as a joke it wanted to be, it was bad. I was really
Sim's not into goats. We know that.
Nick into goats.
Nick definitely into goats.
Loves them goats. Bye, Nick.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
In a bit. Thanks.